into your C122 Formula One preview for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. This is the season finale. It's a three-way championship fight between these three drivers. Currently in first is Lando Norris. He sits on 408 points. Second is Red Bull driver Max Verstappen sitting on 396. And then we have Australian driver from McLaren as well. Oscar Piastri sits on 392 points. He led the season at the top of the championship for the majority of it. Max Verstappen has come back from a 104-point lead following the Zandvoort Grand Prix with 9 rounds to go, and he's made all that up. He sat in third for most of the season. Now he's all the way back in second. This is the track we're racing at this weekend, the Yas Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. The track, 3.28 miles long. It's the final race of the season. It has been since 2014. And the major action zones here, turn 9, turn 16, turn 1, turn 5, this is where Lewis Hamilton was overtaken by Max Verstappen for the title 2021. And then, of course, the turn 6 and 7 chicane. The 2024 winner was also Lando Norris. However, Max is notorious for dominating this track. He won 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023. Moving ahead, this is the championship standings. This is a graph of how it has been the entire season. Now looking here, this is Australian Grand Prix's first round of the season. Oscar Piastri he spun out on his own, fell down to 9th, and managed to overtake all the way back up to get 2 points. Started the season very poorly, however, in Saudi Arabia. You can see him pass his teammate Lando Norris. He takes the championship right there. Now, however, Lando Norris flatlines here in Canada. You can see that he crashed into the back of his teammate. And then here as well in the Netherlands, engine failure. And you can see they both flatline here in Vegas with that double disqualification. We'll get to that later as well, though. Here is this the crash from Lando Norris. He gets into the back of his teammate. It's in the wall. This was entirely his fault. They were only fighting for P5, however, fighting like it was for the win. Very negative for the team overall. And then, of course, the double disqualification. This was for a plank complex on the bottom of the car. It's called the skid block. This has to be a minimum of 9 millimeters. And McLaren, theirs was only 8.99. That's a big issue. Even though it may not seem like a lot, that is the difference between first and last time-wise, because it can give you up to a second in performance every single lap. This is what it looks like. It also has titanium blocks on it. Throughout the race, they're meant to break off and create sparks throughout the race. And it was also a huge part of this championship fight. Now, here's what needs to happen this weekend for Max Verstappen to win the World Drivers' Championship. He needs to win this race because that awards 25 points. Lando Norris has to finish P4. It only awards 12. The current gap is 12 points. He'll overtake him by 13. And he'll win the championship by 1 point. Piastri can finish anywhere. He'll be mathematically outside of the championship race. Now, Lando Norris, he can finish anywhere in this race ahead of Max or Oscar. It doesn't matter where. It could be for P10. As long as Max and Oscar are behind him, he can finish the race wherever. Verstappen can finish anywhere as well. And Piastri, if Lando finishes ahead of him, cannot mathematically win the championship. Now, Piastri also, he would have to win the race, and Max and Lando would have to be P5 and lower, which has not happened a single time this race, aside from DNFs and poor performance not of their own. That's all for today's C122 Sports Report on Formula One. Again, if you have any questions, you can email me right here, and make sure to follow us on our Instagram at C122 Journalism, as well as stats and odds powered by Kalshi.